Hello, everyone, and Happy New Year to you all. Today's topic is quite a pertinent one for this time of the year as we start off 2023. And I know that, many people at the start of the year, including myself, kind of reassess, their goals for the year ahead. And one of those is often about, taking charge of one's physical health in some way, shape, or form. So many people are starting off this January with, new diets or, joining the gym, getting into a plan. Many going on detoxes, maybe juice fasts, whatever it might be. And all of these on the surface, seems like a wonderful, great way to start the year. And it is. However, if you come from a narcissistic family system, and this is something important to bear in mind, um, this drive to take charge may be a little bit mixed up with a subconscious drive to maintain the abusive system in your life today. So let's unpack this a little bit more. Now, in the narcissistic family system, we're taught that image, how you look, is everything. Your image is the foundation of your worth. How you appear to others, how much admiration you garner from them, how much attention you garner from them, is everything. So the narcissistic family system wants to put on this perfect image to the world so that they can garner the admiration and praise and supply, as they call it, to maintain the narcissistic parent's ego. So if you're a child within this system, if you're the golden child, and there are few different roles within the system, if it falls on you to be the golden child, there will be a huge pressure on you to keep up this perfect physical image, this perfect appearance, to meet the expectations of your your narcissistic parent of you, that you must outshine others in your appearance, in your body. So often you'll see people down the gym, they're down there all the time. They're constantly trying to get a better and a better physique. They might be sort of admiring their reflection in the mirror, showing off a little bit. There's a sense of competition around them, needing to sort of somehow be the strongest or be the slimmest, or just a sense of sort of a competition going on. And this can be the case even into older years. You might see elderly people that are constantly down there trying to maintain their slim physique or their strong physique. They're trying to control their body because it is their worth. And as the golden child, it really is your worth to maintain that image. So the body becomes a tool. And the belief is I must control my body. It must do as I say because my very existence depends on it. My very self-worth, my value depends on it. So the golden child, is really trying to maintain this superiority in terms of physical appearance over others. And part of the way that this is instilled in the child is that they're often compared to the scapegoat who's, being shamed. And they have the fear of ever being the scapegoat, of not having this value or this admiration for their physical appearance. So moving now on to the scapegoat child, and these are the only two I'll look at today. The scapegoat, the scapegoat believes it's never good enough. The child believes there's something faulty often with their appearance or with their body. They're often shamed for it. You know, maybe they're shamed for a specific aspect of their appearance or their weight. Once again, they're being compared to the golden child who seems to just naturally, you know, naturally be better looking, more sporty, I don't know, better physique. Um, and they're left feeling like they're the overweight one maybe, or they're the less attractive, that they're not part and they can never be part of the good looking narcissistic parent and golden child club. That somehow they're a bit of a sort of the runt of the family in some ways. So sometimes these scapegoat children can be overweight, not always, but sometimes. They can often have body image issues, sort of this belief that they're ugly, they can never be beautiful. That you might often see them sort of, I don't know, at the back of the gym in some ways, at the back of the aerobics or gym class. They may feel less than others. They may try so hard over and over again to, somehow get the physique they want, but it just always eludes them. And for the scapegoat child, then, the way of thinking and approach to the body is that the body is the enemy and that it's actually out to get me, that it actually wants to keep me held back. It's out to make me shamed and of no value. So there's a real battle internally there with the scapegoat child. It's almost like there's a resentment of the body, whereas the golden child is more has more of a belief that my body is for me to shine. It's meant to shine. Um, it's meant to be a reflection of myself as the golden child. So for the golden child, it's more of a tool, whereas the scapegoat is more of an enemy. Um, so I'm just checking here. This mentality and drive uh, to get the body to submit and do what we need it to, by both types actually in the narcissistic household, is driven by survival, obviously. And why? Because in a narcissistic household, it's all about who is best looking. Who gets the most attention, and that's not always about the looks. Sometimes it can be, for your academic ability and intellectual pursuits. But here today we're focusing on the more somatic narcissists, which, everything is appearance based. So what gets you the most attention? That's what's most important, and that's what we're taught growing up in these houses. But the thing about this is, the parent themselves, the narcissistic parent, is actually in competition with their children. So the whole system is based on competing for attention based on your physical appearance, on your body, on the attention, your beauty, or that's what the whole system is founded on. So important here, the narcissistic parent wants their children to shine and to, get that admiration from others to reflect well on them. But on the other hand, you're not to outshine them, because that will spark off narcissistic rage, and they'll see it as you trying to do it on purpose, to threaten them. So here we have, here's these two conflicting messages on the subconscious mind. on the one hand, wanting to look great and shine and be the best me, and on the other hand, a bit of a guilt about imagining or doing that because others won't like it. And this is often at work in the lives of golden children as well as the scapegoat. So for both golden child and scapegoat, there is a subconscious guilt about wanting to look your best, which can often cause self-sabotaging. Things like binge eating, going on a diet for a short period or long period, and then just, throwing in the towel. It can also be things like an illness might come up, or, things like that. Just something subconsciously will come along to hold you back from stepping into being your healthiest, most radiant. The roles are different though, the golden child and the scapegoat, because the golden child believes their natural state is to be slim and trim and attractive, but also to be in competition all the time. That's what fuels the golden child. And then the scapegoat believes their natural state is not to be attractive, is to be maybe overweight, and their motivation is often fueled by this frustration and rage and jealousy. And this is what drives both the golden child and the scapegoat in different ways to hit the gym at the start of the year or to embark on another diet. So lastly here, controlling one's body is at the heart of the narcissistic family. We're taught to be in battle with our bodies. And just bearing in mind that the body is the subconscious mind. So, in some ways, it's our only sense of self-worth to gain control of the body, or of potential self-worth. And it drives adult children of narcissistic parents all their lives to use their bodies as objects to do what they need in order to garner getting the attention, admiration, value that they're so lacking and they feel they don't have otherwise. Even things like detoxing. And I've been, a big detoxer, still am, for the golden child, the drive can be to be the purest. They've got to be this outstanding, shining image of radiant purity because, that's their role. They are the outstanding one. But for the scapegoat, it may be for a different reason. It's like, no, I've got to get rid of, the shame in me. I've got to detox out all the shameful bits in me and find my worth somehow by doing that. Or often with the scapegoat is to get over this illness because I am the ill one in the family. I'm the one that's been scapegoated with all the family illness. Ultimately, what all of this does, it fosters a disconnect from the body. We have to disconnect from our bodies, and we have to use them to meet the emotional, psychological needs that we never had met in healthy ways in childhood. And that means cutting off from ultimately your gut and your gut instinct. And this is at the heart of all disease because it causes dis-ease. There's a dis-ease within you. You're in a battle within yourself. So the work, therefore, is to reconnect, to begin trusting your body again, and to go from the mentality of I work out or I detox or I diet because I hate my body or I've got to control it, to I work out or I detox or I diet because I love my body and I listen to it to lead the way. I allow it to lead the way, to show me the way to what I need to do to best take care of it. I don't force my way of taking care of it on it. I actually am in partnership with my body, and I listen out. What's my body needing? What does my body like doing? Instead of forcing myself, to do 40 minutes on the treadmill and hate every minute of it, but I'm doing this and I'm taking charge. Well, yes, of course, there's a bit of discipline involved in some things, but we want to move away a bit from the mentality of, punishing the body for not being as we want it to. We've got to rather love it, uh, love the body and delight in it, and allow it to guide the way. And I've had to learn this lesson many times. So there's a couple of things that you might want to start doing at the beginning of this new year. One of them I suggest is maybe taking a moment, I don't know if you do meditation or in your prayer time or whatever it might be, and just repeat to yourself these words, I'm sorry, my body, for having used you. I'm sorry, my body, for having used you. I won't use you again. I want to love you. I want to delight in you. Please show me the way. And you'll be amazed. The answers will come. You'll get insights and little inspirations about what would be most healing and life-giving for your body. If you'd like to work with me on any of these issues, if you come from a background of a narcissistic family, then please reach out. I have the most wonderful program. It's so effective in so many ways. And whatever work we do within us is going to have its effect on the body as well. We want to bring you to that place of ease within you, which can only lead to radiance in body as well. Take care, everybody, and I shall see you soon for another live. And if you're on YouTube, please subscribe, please share. I really appreciate it. Take care. Bye now.